A man sits in jail for over a month, without formal charges. But when the judge starts reading his criminal history, the entire courtroom changes tone. Then comes the shocking twist. The defense claims the deadly weapon was only a BB gun, and the alleged victim was causing chaos at the defendant's own home. So why was there still no bond? And what happens when the judge realizes key details might be missing from the case? Watch until the end, because this hearing takes a turn nobody expected.
Okay. Mr. Burbank, you have, it's like what I'm looking at is an application for writ of habeas corpus seeking release from detention, correct?
Yes, Lord.
Can you summarize here? He was arrested on or about April 10th, 2026 for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
Yes.
I don't have any formal charges here. Is anybody helping us on this from the state? On James Goodman? I mean, I don't even have an indictment, or I got this file, which doesn't reflect that.
Is it even
An
indicted?
indictment? No.
Okay.
So he was, it says on April 10th of last month, he was arrested for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, has been incarcerated since his April arrest, and this defense is requesting him be released pending formal charge disposition. And this hearing, based upon habeas corpus, is certainly granted. Let me look real quick at this probable cause affidavit. And I also have a public safety report here in this file. So I'm looking at. Hello. Have you seen this? How many pages of arrests and convictions are there in your life? How many arrests? How many convictions do you have?
I don't even see the state.
Well, I see convicted. I see the word convicted here once, twice, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, going back to 1986. We'll go over all of these here. I mean, it's your life. We'll go over them, and if you say no, that's not right, we'll deal with it. But first of all, the probable cause affidavit states that police on April 10th at 10:57 a.m. dispatched to Magnolia, the Swift gas station on Magnolia Street here in Beaumont. A black male is lying on the sidewalk, and there were blood stains on his shirt and a small entry wound of what appears to be a bullet on his left side. Mr. Caesar was intoxicated, apparently, the victim, as police were trying to get information. And there's a store surveillance video. Those things come in, showing a black male wearing an orange shirt at the residence behind the store, 1980 Tyler Street, retrieve a firearm and shoot Caesar. I guess they're talking about you. Upon checking the area, a black male matching the description was located outside the residence of 1980 Taylor Street. He was detained and identified as James Rodney Goodman. Birth date, December 22nd, 64. That's you, right? And he also, and you stated you lived at 1980 Tyler Street. You were Mirandized, and apparently you agreed to speak with the officers, and you admitted to shooting Mr. Caesar. You said you shot him. You were then placed under arrest for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Apparently, a search warrant was drafted and executed for the residence of 1980 Tyler Street. Is that your arrest or where's that?
Yes.
That's your address? Okay.
Yes.
They found apparently 6 grams of cocaine, crack cocaine, and other drugs and 2 firearms. You are a convicted felon according to the police report, which means it is illegal to possess firearms as a convicted felon unless otherwise granted by the court. And so you were charged with unlawful possession of a firearm and illegal possession of narcotics, and then was transported to the Jefferson County Jail and give you a public safety report here that is prepared by the Department of Public Safety, which the courts must review. It shows in your criminal history 2006 convicted 10 years in prison for third-degree felony of illegal possession of a controlled substance. There's a misdemeanor driving while license suspended that we're going to pass on. Assault causing bodily injury, convicted 90 days confinement in 1994. Dangerous drugs, 4 years confinement in 1989 conviction. 1986 dangerous drugs conviction, 4 years in prison. 1986 conviction, the same time as that previous dangerous drugs. In 86, burglary, 4 years imprisonment conviction. Then you were on a deferred probation in 1982. Looks like burglary, but deferred is not a conviction. So what we're looking at is 1, 2. This is not misdemeanors, but just felonies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 convictions of felonies from 86 to 89 to 94 to 2006. Okay, you have a prolific criminal history, and a deadly weapon was used here, which is alleged somebody was shot, and that you're ineligible by felony convictions to be using a deadly weapon, unless I guess you're doing it to protect your life, but you shouldn't be carrying one around. So the current bond is what? Is there? What?
I don't have access to it.
On
It's done in
Mr. Goodman. Do we know?
I don't show.
You hadn't even been, there is no bond yet. Okay.
Your Honor, if I may address the court.
When was he put in custody?
It shows arrest date was 4/10/26. There's got to be a reason that he's in here because the accusation was up 4/13. But I'm not sure what the other is.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Burbank.
First off, Your Honor, he was at his house at the time. The subject, complainant, came to his residence, refused to leave, is causing a ruckus. This is our position. The firearm was actually a BB gun. It was an out firearm. I question the 5-year rule in reference to being in his home and a firearm and the state of Texas rules, federal rules, but state of Texas. But I have not gotten confirmation of the final from baggage on those. But he was at his house minding his own business. They tell a little bit of the story, reference that the complainant was intoxicated, but he was causing problems, and he was just in his own house minding his own business. And the firearm is not a firearm, but a BB gun, which I guess under some circumstances could possibly be identified, but it does not fit the description of a firearm.
Okay. So does everybody agree that the victim here is 12 years old?
Intoxicated?
12 years old?
I
don't know, Judge.
Yeah, well, they act 12 years old.
Hey, we're talking about cause number 26759, right?
They're not 12 years old, Coach.
Because this was
So state, no, that's a different person. This is the one that's not indicted yet. So
this is the other one we have.
Yes.
Oh, you were there. Okay. Once again, this was shooting Mr. Caesar, who, well, was born in the 70s, so he's 56. And what are you asking for?
Not a reasonable bond or release.
Define reasonable under these circumstances.
Well, under the circumstances, seeing that it was a BB gun and it was at his own house, in which person didn't want to leave and was highly intoxicated enough to pass out in the middle of the front of the store in front of his house, I would ask for $25,000 minimum.
See, I'm just
try to figure out where you're getting.
there's nothing here about the fact that it was BB gun. There's nothing in that. It just
Once
says he retrieves a firearm and shoots the guy. It doesn't even. I don't see the extent of injuries either here.
No, sir, there's, I'm limited to what I can see also, Judge. Well, since it's pre-indicted.
So they go to his residence, and I mean, what they're saying? All cocaine and crack cocaine, firearms. We know he's a convicted felon. All those are found at his home.
There's other people living at the house here.
Okay, well, I don't know that. Doesn't say anything about that. It says that's where his home was. And why are you living over there? You got so much to lose. And other people are using drugs and it's out and about, and then you got firearms. I mean, isn't there another place you could go live where you don't get their problems poured over onto you, since you can't really, you're on thin ice with your rich criminal history. Oh, so it goes. How much?
25.
He's asking 20. What's that say?
Judge, you know, we've got to object with this rich criminal history, the fact that this was violence. I don't see anything that says it was a BB gun. If he wants me to take
I don't.
if you want me to take a week and be able to go up to intake and look at their file, I can do that and see what it is if it was a BB gun.
It's probably the reason why it's not been indicted.
Not really. It's just been a month.
Look, it's Monday. Can we get something by Friday?
Yes, sir. I can.
How about Thursday?
Okay.
I can.
Thursday.
I can.
All right. Well, we said this for Thursday and pick this hearing up where it lays on the paper on this habeas corpus.
Okay.
What else, Tom?
Was this self-defense, or a dangerous repeat offender getting another chance? The judge postponed the final decision after uncovering missing details that could completely change the case. If you enjoy real courtroom drama, shocking legal twists, and intense judge moments, hit and subscribe now, because the next case might be even crazier.